Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be doing a little summer makeup transformation. So I actually have to get ready anyway, so I figured why not get ready together. I also really wanna play with the e.l.f. and JuicyJas To The Rescue palette. I love this eyeshadow palette and mine's customized and it's super cute. I have Bernard written all over it because I'm obsessed with my dog. But today I think I wanna play with some of the orange colors in here and do like a really pretty wearable orange smoky eye. I also wanna thank e.l.f. Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. You guys already know my obsession with e.l.f. I use them in pretty much every single makeup tutorial because I just love them so much. They're such a great brand. Definitely one of my top 5 favorite go-to brands that I use all the time on camera, off camera. Their products are vegan, cruelty-free, and they're super affordable, but lately the quality has been so on point. It's like performing just as good, if not even better, than some of my high-end makeup. And I've been reaching for a lot of e.l.f.'s brand new makeup releases. So I'm gonna share with you guys some of my go-to products that I have been loving, and we're gonna play with them and a couple other favorites of mine as well. I'm always so grateful to be able to work with any brand, but especially e.l.f. just because, you know, me and e.l.f. we go way back. I've been using them for so long, and like I said, I literally use them in every single makeup tutorial. If you guys watch me, you already know. So I'm excited to be working with them again today. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you grab a snack, grab your makeup, get cozy, let's hang out, and let's get glam together. So for once, I actually don't have my brows on first. I figured we would do the full transformation. So starting off, of course, with the brows, I'm gonna use the Joa Beauty Precision Brow Pencil. I figured we would switch it up today. This one's in the shade Black Brown. Hopefully today will be a good brow day, because I feel like when it's a good brow day, it's just a good day in general. Okay, then for pomade, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. liner and brow cream in the shade Espresso. I use this every single day. It's my favorite. And I'm just gonna use a little angled brow brush. And I'm just gonna spoolie through as I go, and that is it. I swear, outlining your brows and then filling them in, it just makes it so much easier. Because then it's kind of like you're just filling in the dots, like connect the dots kind of thing. One brow always looks a little bit better than the other, but it's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna clean up my brows. I'm actually gonna use the stick foundation. This one's from Makeup Revolution. I haven't used this foundation in I don't even know how long. It's been a long time. And this one's in the shade F10. It's the fast base foundation stick. I figured I would use it again today and show it some love just because it's been, I don't even know how long, but it's been a while since I last whipped this out. This color might be a little too dark. I usually use something that's a little bit lighter, but I think it can definitely make it work. I feel like the shade F9 would be perfect. And then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush just to blend that out. The Glossier concealer that I have been using, the Stretch Concealer, I love it for cleaning up the brows, but the color that I have is a little bit too light for me at the moment. Okay, brows are cleaned up, lids are primed, now we can jump into eyeshadow. Today I'm using the e.l.f. and JuicyJas To The Rescue palette. The colors in here are super vibrant and pigmented. What you see is what you get. So today I think I want to focus on all the oranges right here, these 3 shades. So I'm going to start off with the shade Millie, and I'm going to be applying that right in my crease. And I'm actually going to use one of her brushes, which is the J3 brush. These colors can get super bright and like really intense, which is why I really like it, because I feel like a lot of bright colors tend to be super powdery, really ashy, but these are like really vibrant. Just like that. Whew, that is orange, but it's pretty. And this blending brush has been like one of my go-tos. It's so good. So I like to kind of start by like buffing that color on towards the lid, and then I start working it up in the crease. Next up, I'm gonna go in with the shade Zuma. I love that name, so cute. And I'm gonna use a different brush. This is like a white-haired brush, and I'm just gonna start kind of applying that color all over the lid and also in the crease a little bit. It's very similar to the color that I just used, but it's a little bit brighter. It has like a little bit more of like a fiery kind of orange tone to it. Definitely deeper, actually, I should say. Not really brighter, but deeper. But it's just gonna take that orange and it's gonna just step it up. to the next level. You can just see. Then I'm gonna go back in with the J3 brush, taking a little bit more of that first orange shade called Millie. I'm just gonna kind of buff that out. Make everything look nice and smoky. So this is just 2 colors, super simple. It's just about like adding the product in like little bits as you go. But the look is definitely really, really easy. So we are orange, but like it's cute. So I'm gonna go in and then with the shade Suki. And I'm gonna be taking that just with my finger and I'm gonna apply it right to the center of my lid. Kind of like a halo smoky eye sort of thing. Just with my finger, I'm just gonna pop that right there. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more of Zuma with the white-haired brush. And I'm just gonna kind of add that a little bit more to the inner part. So it just gives you the most subtle pop on the lid, but I feel like it's perfect, especially with the orange. It just gives it like that little extra oomph. So I love that. And the shadows work really well with your finger, especially now that I don't have acrylics. I feel like it's super easy to work with shadows like this because you can just press them on. Your fingers really are your best tools when it comes to like shimmers and glitters. It just really allows you to get that full effect. That's honestly pretty much it for the eyes. I'm just gonna do a quick coat of mascara. I'm using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, one of my favorites. Such an easy look to do too. It's like a really easy but like kind of bright because like obviously it's orange, but like it's still wearable, which is what I'm all about. You know I had to. I cannot help myself. I know. I've been wearing these in like every single makeup tutorial, but they're so good, you guys. They look so good with any look that I do. I just feel like they're like my go-to lashes as of recently. I cannot stop wearing them. They're the e.l.f. Faux Minx in the style Drama Queen. Obsessed, to say the least. So I'm gonna pop these on and then we're gonna jump into the skin, and that's honestly pretty much it for the eyes. Besides the lower lash line, the look is pretty much complete. It's so easy, but I feel like it's so fun for summer. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna put these on and I'll see you in 1 second. Okay, lashes are on, and now it is time to prep the skin. So I actually just used this the other day. It's the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better setting spray, and it has hyaluronic acid and coconut water in it, and you can use it before and after makeup. So I'm gonna use this again today. This smells really nice. I like to switch up all of my scents, especially like even stuff that I use on my face. Like I love like coconutty kind of smells in the summer. So I'm just gonna spray my face. It smells so good. Now for primer, I've been loving the Hard Candy Sheer Envy 12-Hour Makeup Grip Primer. This is so good. It's basically like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, but it's honestly more hydrating. I like this one more. I'm gonna just put this on all over. I probably used more than what you need, but it's fine. So I like to kind of rub it in like a moisturizer and then press it in like a serum just to get the full effect. For foundation today, I'm gonna just use what I love, and especially because my tan is so awkward right now still, I wanna use something that I know it's gonna look good like color-wise as well. So I'm gonna use the Hailey's Beauty Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous Foundation. I'm gonna take a little bit of 3.25 and 4.30. Been obsessed with this combo, like mixing these 2 shades. And I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. This one was from their Retro Paradise collection. I'm just gonna bounce that in. So good. Goes with like the summery kind of vibe too, because like it's gonna give you a really pretty like luminous finish. And I used a little extra of the 4.3 shade today just because the concealer that I'm using is a little too light for me at the moment. So trying to like just kind of make everything work. Okay, now for concealer, I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one is in medium peach. You can see clearly I'm obsessed with this. And I'm gonna use that same sponge just to blend that out. And I'm also gonna drag this down just to kind of balance everything out around my mouth, my T-zone, just to brighten everything up a little bit. So pretty. I love this concealer. It's like really hydrating, but great coverage. Can you tell? I love like hydrating luminous products. I feel like my skin always looks the healthiest whenever I use products like this. I don't know, it's just, it comes alive. Just using an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush just to blend out these inner corners and also a little bit under my eyes. Then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. I'm gonna do a little cream bronzing, not so much contour, just a little bronze. And I'm gonna use my favorite brush, Fenty 125 face brush. I'm gonna just kind of dip into here just a little bit. Why did I just tap off the excess? This is not powder. It's such a bad habit. I'm just gonna stamp that in. This is pigmented. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, super, super pigmented. So just keep your sponge on hand with you if you have to blend anything out. If you use a little too much, your sponge comes in handy because it has that excess concealer and foundation, so you could always use it to blend out any harsh edges. So since we have orange eyes, I want to do orange like tangerine cheeks. I think that's going to be super pretty, so I have the perfect blush for that. Fenty cream blush. This one is in Fuego Flush, which is like a really pretty tangerine, really light orange color. It's really wearable though. Even though it looks really bright, it's pretty. I'm just going to dip in here and then just start applying that right to like the apples. Do you see how pretty it is? It kind of has a little bit of like a sparkle, not a sparkle, like a sheen to it. I'm also gonna do some on my nose because you guys know I'm obsessed with blush on the nose. It's so pretty, look at that. There's like a gold sheen to it, but I feel like it makes your skin look really healthy. So now we're gonna set all of our creams. I'm gonna just blend under my eyes one last time. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is like one of my favorite powders. I love the matte one as well, but I wanna keep like the glowy kind of look going on today. So I'm gonna use this one in the shade Light. And I'm just gonna set right under my eyes. I'm gonna go right underneath. Okay, then I'm gonna set the bronzer, and I'm gonna use the BH Belgian Waffle Palette. I've actually really been liking the bronzers in here, so I'm gonna go into these two shades right here, and I'm just gonna use a powder brush just to like set that cream and still give me like a bronzy look. Just dusting this a little bit. This palette's really pigmented. I'm also gonna take the same bronzer and just drag that down my neck. Then for blush, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush. This one is in Always Peachy, and I feel like it goes really well with the cream blush that we use. It's a little bit lighter, but when you have it on your cheeks, it's a little bit brighter. Very pigmented. I'm gonna just set that cream blush just to keep like that kind of tangerine orangey vibe going on. See how pretty? I love it. And they have other colors in these as well, but I feel like this one just matches everything perfectly. And I almost forgot the nose. I'm just gonna do a little nose contour, just a little bit. And I'm using that same BH palette. And then for highlighter, I'm actually gonna use a little bit of Syrup and Maple. See how it has like that kind of orangey tint? I feel like that's perfect with today's look. And I'm just gonna do a little bit because this palette is pretty intense. And I feel like we already have sort of a glow going on from the cream blush, so I'm just gonna do a little bit. It's really wearable. The orange tint that it has, I feel like, it's not even orange, it's more of like a peachy kind of corally tangerine undertone, but it is actually very wearable. You can just see. And I'm just like barely dipping my brush in here because it's intense. Blend that out a little bit, went a little crazy. I'm gonna set my brows with a little bit of Glossier Boy Brow in the shade Black. Okay, jumping back into the lower lashes, I'm gonna take Millie and Zuma and just smudge those two colors out. I'm gonna start by sort of placing the colors down first, like pressing them down right on the lower lash line. And then I'm just gonna smudge that out with a different brush. Get it nice and smoky. Connecting it upwards also towards the top of the shadow. Love, love, love the way this is looking. And then I'm gonna take the shade Powdered Sugar in the BH palette, and I'm gonna pop that right in the inner corners of my eyes. I feel like that goes really well also with the lid shade that we have going on. So it's gonna add that little extra brightness to the look. And then for the waterline, I'm just going to use the Essence Extreme Lasting Longwear Eye Pencil in the shade Silky Nude, one of my favorite bright nude shades on the waterline. It's gorgeous. And then of course I'm going to hit these lower lashes with some mascara. Okay, finally for lips, my lips are fiending for a lip color. So I'm actually gonna use, and I have here a brand new one because I wanted to show you guys the packaging, but I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Lip Kit. You guys, if there's one thing that you get in today's video, it is this lip kit. It is incredible. It's been my go-to, especially the lip liners. They are so amazing, so creamy. They're just like the perfect shades of brown, and I love the formula of them. So I'm gonna use these today. Colors are on the back. It's Nude 02 and Nude 03. They're like my two go-to colors that I've been loving. So I think I'm gonna start off with a little bit of Nude 02, and then I'm gonna top that off with the Retro Paradise Dream On lip gloss, and this one is in A Moment. It's just like a clear gloss with like glitter and sparkle in it, and I feel like it's perfect over top of any lip liner. And then finally, I'm just gonna set my makeup, and I'm gonna use the same IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better spray. Okay, so since the chest is a little exposed today, I'm gonna really amp up this look. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Glow Up Body Oil. You guys, this is so good. It's so pretty on the skin. It's not sticky, and it smells really good. And I'm gonna use the brush that is like meant to be paired with this, and this brush is actually really good as well. So let's put these necklaces back here. Keeping it PG. I'm gonna just put it directly onto my skin. I do a couple pumps, and then I just take the brush. I'm trying to like show you, but it's seriously so pretty. Do you see that? This is honestly better than the Fenty Body Lava, which I do feel like that's pretty, but this is better because it's not sticky. The Fenty Body Lava can be very sticky. I thought that's kind of how these kind of things were, but then I used this and I'm like, no, like this dries, but you're still gonna get like that wet, luminous, beautiful, glowy skin, and it's like so pretty. Do you see how healthy that makes your skin look? Oh my gosh, it smells so good too. So, and this brush is really good. It distributes the product very nicely. Let me pull out my phone and I'll show you guys with like the flashlight on so you can see. And they have one other shade. The one that I have is in Sunkissed, and seriously so good if you're looking for a body oil that isn't sticky and that's actually really, really pretty on the skin. You will love this. So that is it for this summer makeup transformation. I love the way this look turned out. I love like the orangey cheeks with the orange eyes, and then like the brown glossy lips. I'm obsessed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I hope you like it just as much as I do. I will link everything that I used down below in the description box, so check that out. I leave everything there. And if you guys have any must-have summer makeup products, leave them down below as well, because I always love your recommendations. So leave me a comment. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and thank you once again to e.l.f. Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. Hope you guys are doing well. I love you all, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.